Hi and welcome back to another video. So this look was actually inspired by the Coachella look that I keep seeing everywhere. So I decided to make my own version of it, and this is what I came up with. So I could have gone a little bit more crazy with the highlight, but I think this was enough. I mean, compared to how girls usually do their makeup for Coachella, this is actually pretty subtle what I have on right now. So I love the way this came out, and if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. I'm just going to clip my hair back. Super cute. So since this is going to be such a dramatic eye look, I am going to do the eyes first. So I'm going to prime my eyelids first, and I'm using Benefit Stay Don't Stray. And I like this because it has a lot of coverage. So for eyeshadows today, I'm going to use two palettes. The first one is Huda Beauty, and this is in the mauve, right? Mauve Obsession. And the next palette I'm going to use is this one from Alamar. First color I'm going to use is this nude one. And this I'm just going to put on my brow bone. Next color I'm going to use is Cocoa Taxi, and this I'm going to apply on my crease. Next color I want to use is this one from Huda, and this I'm going to focus right on top of that, but also getting it on my eyelid. Go back to the other blending brush and just blend that out. Next color I want to take is this one right over here. I'm not going to try to say that because I can't. This I'm going to focus on the outer corner and a little bit just up on the crease. By the way, my outer corner is very messy, but that's okay. So I could go in with a makeup wipe and give me a nice clean cut. I want that to be a little deeper, so I'm going to go to the Huda palette and the shade right over here and right on top of that. I want to try a different shade, and this is an eyeshadow from NARS, and the color is Desdemona. And I'm going to take this on my finger, and I'm going to apply this right on top. And there's that shade. Gonna take a little bit of this color right over here. This is Cafecito, and just on the outer corner. The next shadow I'm gonna use is another one from NARS, and this is in Callisto. Gonna take that on a brush. I'm gonna spray the brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and this is gonna go on the inner corners. And I'm gonna drag this color up to meet my eyebrows. Okay, I'm gonna leave the eyeshadow alone for a minute, and I want to add a wing liner, and I'm using the Stila Stay All Day for this. Okay, I'm gonna wipe away all of this mess. Gonna apply a little bit of mascara, not too much because I'm gonna put on eyelashes. Alright, I'm just gonna move on to the face, and then I'm gonna come back and finish the eyes at the end. So for primer, I'm gonna mix these two. This is the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue, and this is a Kevyn Aucoin liquid highlighter. There's a little bit of that and just like a pump of that. The liquid highlighter doesn't actually make you too bronzed, but it does give you a little something. It looks very nice. For foundation today, I'm using the Huda Beauty foundation, and I'm in the color Creme Brulee. So there's the foundation. In camera, I look very light, but in person, it's actually pretty dark. So for this look, I want to have a very extreme contour, so I'm gonna use a NARS cream bronzer. Now this bronzer is heavy duty, so I only do a little bit at a time. I'm gonna take a little bit along my jawline as well. And And for under eye concealer, I'm using Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. That's a mouthful. And buff it out. And then going back in with the foundation brush, blend it out. I'm gonna quickly set that with a powder. And the powder I'm using today is from Pretty Vulgar. I don't know why, every time I use this powder, my face just gets so itchy. I'm just gonna touch up my eyebrows a little bit, and I'm using Anastasia Brow Wiz. Eyebrows are done, and I did just add lashes, and I used the Ardell in the style number 105. I want to add a little bit more bronzer for contour, and I'm using Becca bronzer. This bronzer is super dark for me, so I'm being very light-handed with it. And a little bit along the jawline. And I'm also going to dab a tiny bit on a blending brush, wipe it on my hand, and buff a little bit along the bottom lip. So with this look, I also don't want to be very matte. So I'm going to add this Hard Candy highlighter in Tiki pretty much all over my entire face. Well, not really my entire face, but just on the high points. I want a little extra on the apples of my cheek, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that extra there. So for the bottom, I'm going to take a purple eyeliner first, and this one is from Lancome, and it's in the color Ampoule. And I'm going to blend that out. So the bottom of my eyes are going to be just as dramatic as the top. Okay, and now just on the outer corner, I'm going to add a pop of color, and I'm going to use this blue one right over here. And I'm going to mainly focus this on the outer corner. And I'm going to sweep a little bit of it on the inner corners, but not all the way. Okay, now for the fun part. I'm first going to go in with Ciate Dewy Stick. And I'm going to just dab this on the areas that I want to add highlighter. And I'm dabbing it because we have powder. So if you dab it, it'll be a little bit more forgiving as opposed to swiping it. And a little bit above my eyebrow. So for highlighter, today I'm going to use this palette from Kat Von D. I don't think this is still available, but I just love the highlighters that are in here. This is her Alchemist palette. So each highlighters in this palette have a different undertone. And I'm just going to mix these two right over here. And here we go. And I'm going to take this color, and this is going to go just on the bridge of my nose. This one has like a pink opal undertone to it. I'm going to add a little bit of blush, and I'm using the Laura Geller Tropic Hues. And this is a baked blush because, again, I don't want to look flat. Going to go back in with the NARS Callisto eyeshadow, and I'm going to further pack this on my inner corners. And I'm also going to bring it down in the bottom. And go into the Huda palette, I'm going to use the nude shade, and I'm going to put this on my brow bone area. So since we have so much going on in the eyes, I want to keep my lips pretty neutral. So I'm going to first use MAC Soar lip liner. And for lipstick, I'm going to use NARS Dolce Vita. I'm just going to set my eyebrows, and I'm using some brow gel. I want to add eyeliner in the bottom, so I'm going to use Marc Jacobs. This is in the color Mist Me. So I feel like this look needs a little something else. So I'm going to go in with some glitter. I'm going to spray a detailed brush. That glitter is just so beautiful. I'm going to pack some of that. And I want to add a little bit on the inner corners. And I'm going to add a little bit right over here. Okay. Alright, so this is the finished look. It's very fun. It's very festive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, as always, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button.